All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems, and we show you how to break your laptop. Guys, I literally had to run right over to the market, get a plug adapter so that I can plug it into this freaking Dubai plug, Euro plug, and I think we're in shape. I think we're in good shape. But hopefully we get all you guys back in here. We had a nice little group. Got some people back in on YouTube. Okay. All right. So let's see how many. Let's see if we got everything working good. Look, it seems like it. Can you guys give me some thumbs up in the chat? Put some ones in the chat if everything is looking good, and we can get this. We can get this show on the road, guys. All good. All good. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, you guys, I don't know, how many Dano meltdowns have you witnessed in the past couple of weeks? Because I think there's literally been like some moments where I think I've about damn near lost it live on stream, and I think you guys are here for it. So, I mean, if you're entertained, are you entertained? Are you entertained? Oh my gosh, guys, holy moly. But thank you so much, guys. Smash up the like button. As you can see, I don't like to quit. I don't like to quit. And like when you quit, you will just fester in the quittiness of the quitting of you being a quitter. And I'm not about that. I don't like that. I like to know that I succeeded. I tried as many times as I could. And if I'm about damn near in the ground, I will still keep trying. And that's what I freaking do. So let's get this damn show on the road. All right, guys. So if you sold BTC on this, or any of your stuff, I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Mainly just for Bitcoin. But so we have a nice recovery. We went over 100,000. We touched 101,000. Oh, we're back over 101,000. Let's go. Let's go. I was just looking at the chart. It's looking really, really good right now. And then we have a lot of bullish news to cover today. And we also want to cover some of the top altcoins that are pumping right now. We have AI making a big recovery. We have a lot of RWA layers that are getting some traction. We're going to show you a trade that we got into on one of the altcoins that is partnered up with Render, Filecoin, and there's just a lot of stuff that we can cover, but we're going to keep it pretty simple, and we're going to analyze the charts. We're going to look at some of the news if we can. We're going to, like, if our laptop can actually handle opening up another window, then we'll be able to give you guys the scoop on what is happening. So just do me a favor, destroy the like button because it gets more people in here. I know probably starting a second stream, I probably lost about half of you. So if you can just come back in and let's get the algorithm going. So let's show the charts. Let's show the charts real quick. Let me get into this scene right now and let's get it going. All right, so basically what we're having right now is a bullish divergence. If you see right here, we got a nice bullish divergence forming on the chart right here. We had some nice lower higher lows coming on right here. And if you see right here, it looks like we're having a basic, almost like an asymmetrical triangle. And when it starts to break, it actually kind of breaks pretty good. So you can see here with that bullish divergence, we bounced really nice off of this 94. And then you can see here, we had that nasty wick right here. And then this was the 94,000 from this level. And then also from here, a lot of volatility yesterday, day before. And so we're seeing the manipulation in the markets right now playing out like in real time. But also, along with Bitcoin, we have a really, really nice bounce on Ethereum. So we're going to show you the Ethereum levels right now. Ethereum is eyeing back to its previous pump up to 4,000 or 4,100. And we're going to analyze the ETH chart here. We also can see that we're forming a little bit of that bullish divergence. And it's a little bit more visual on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And you can see here where we had that big consolidation down, nasty wick all the way down to almost below $3,000, a hit right there. I mean, there was just liquidations in the market, super liquidations in the market. Anyone that was in like a 7x or more trade just got absolutely smashed. So it's probably some of the people to actually get back into the trades if you got really stumped out. And if you didn't have any cash sitting on the sidelines, then definitely really probably got to you this time to not be able to get in these opportunities. All right, so first, let's kind of just go across the market, see what's happening right now. Let's get in the groove here. Oh yeah, Emmanuel said, Dano doing parkour on his holiday, definitely not a quitter. Yeah, if you guys saw my Twitter or X, I posted my parkour video. We were walking around around the complex of the Burj Khalifa, and it's so amazing in that area, and just in general, Dubai, it's really, really cool here. I mean, I think American cities could learn a thing or two about how things operate here in Dubai, because it's super clean. Haven't seen a single homeless person camped out with a bonfire, like literally in front of like a children's school. I mean, no one's like, women aren't getting punched in the face randomly coming around the corner. There's women walking by themselves, and it's a whole different vibe here. So when I hear people talk about that, and then when you actually come here and experience it, it really does have that type of vibe where it's like, it's pretty inclusive. There's so many different cultures here, and it seems like it operates pretty well. I'm sure it's not all perfect, obviously. I mean, every place has its thing. But in terms of how America has been operating their main cities, it's freaking atrocious. It just shows that America has been completely psyoped and manipulated into basically letting from the drop of the Nazi party and Operation Paperclip bringing those son of a bitches over to America. Guess what happened? They implemented fluoride in our water. They've been poisoning us. They've let all of these demons on the United States, and this is why our cities are like this, 100%. And we always want to say like blame the people, but it's actually the environment that that is that in the systems that are put in place that end up having all of this destruction into our cities. And then obviously the Democratic Party absolutely destroying things, their warmongering. It's just a constant it's just constant manipulation, and you can kind of almost tell that they're trying to slow kill us in America. And instead of the establishment wanting us to be rich and prosperous, they want us to be poor, sick, reliant on the system, and slaves. So if you don't get into something like crypto or something to get you out of that system, so then you can, kind of like not be controlled and manipulated by the United States, and that you got to do it. You got to do it like sooner than later. And I think what actually helps this perspective is going and traveling to other places, because you don't know until you actually experience it. So from that, now my personal experience and just all the people that I've interacted with, just in businesses, people that work in service industry jobs, and just like, the taxi drivers, the Ubers, people that I've just dealt with in general, it's just been really good. It's been a really good experience. And I highly, highly, highly suggest you guys come to Dubai, because it is actually a lot of fun. I've been having a great experience. My wife even said, she was like, yeah, you want to move here? And I was like, well, I mean, for maybe like a month or 2 months out of the year, maybe like, it'd be a shame to be coming here during the summer, because it just gets extremely hot. So that would be probably like, the easiest time I'd be able to come here and stay here for like more long term, because of like the school years and stuff in the United States. But But yeah, let's get into what is happening with Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin is over 101,000. We have just broken out, guys. So I told you guys, we are going to obviously have some, some manipulations. We're going to have some dips, but if it didn't go to the full extent of a crash, which is past 30% or 40%, which will happen, that will happen, guys. So just get ready for that one. This one though, this wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't the crash to make everyone think that the bull market is over, the bull run's over. I think the one that we're going to be eyeing is the $150,000 level that we've been saying for months and months and months. And I'm willing to be wrong, obviously. Like if I'm wrong, like I will admit it. I'll be like, guys, I've been saying 150, we didn't make it. Sorry, was just a prediction. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to get to 150,000 by the end of this month, and then we're going to see a pretty nasty consolidation crash. And I might even be wrong about the crash. It might actually just keep going because of the nature of what is happening with Bitcoin and the nature of what is happening with institutions, institution adoption. We have just so much money sitting on the side waiting to get into Bitcoin. And we've already seen BlackRock obviously doing it. We've seen VanEck, Fidelity. We've seen, potentially Amazon, but not Microsoft. We had all these share voters for Microsoft voting to add Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. Obviously, Bill Gates is a chump. He's an idiot, and in terms of the way that he's operating his business and how he's getting his little dirty little pudgy little fingers and everything. Of course, his shareholders and people that deal with Microsoft are not going to vote for Bitcoin strategic reserve, and it's going to probably bankrupt him. And then at the same time, we got news that Bill Gates had put in a short on Tesla, and then Tesla is probably going to be one of the. It already is. It says it's the most successful electric car company, and also just with everything else that they're involved with. You can short Tesla, you gotta be an idiot. So it's just like people that are basically, shorting Bitcoin in a bull run are going to get absolutely destroyed. So you're better off putting in a long trade, closing it, and then opening up another long. I mean, because you could have shorted this level, but good luck. I mean, it didn't last that long. So I mean, if you're even able to get the short, congratulations. But not a lot of people are like looking at the charts every single freaking minute of the day. So it's like you could have been doing something, boom, candle, and then I mean we're already recovered in the next 24 hours. So this has just been obviously some bull market manipulation that we have seen on every single cycle. So we've been trying to like beat it into your guys' brains that the 4-year cycle is a pattern recognition chart from the past 13 years of Bitcoin's existence. We've had the 4-year cycles. And if you look at it, it really is a pattern. I mean, we go into a consolidation phase, then we hit a point of support. And then right when we hit that point of support, we start to go up, and we go up a good 150, 200%. So, and then the first halving, it went up 500%. And then from there, it had a nasty crash. And then from that crash, where everyone thinks it's over, we're done, it's over, we end up going up again and clearing another 150 or 200%, which then totaling on each cycle over 400 to 500% on a Bitcoin move. Now, when you look at the dates of the halving, and when you go from each date and go to the peak, it's an average of 500 days, 520 days, maybe 530 days. And when it gets to that point of being in the 500-day range, that's when it starts to hit its peak and starts to sell off. So right now we're about 300 some odd days. And if we count out and we go 200 days more, then guess where that lands us for the Bitcoin price and time trajectory? It brings us into the Q1 of next year. And we are going to be around those areas, March, April, and then you have up till basically August and September of more moves. So this means there's going to be so many opportunities to get into some of these altcoin positions. We obviously know that memes are huge right now. The memes in terms of total market cap are increasing. We have the total market cap of AI increasing like crazy. We have the stable coin market has been going up a ton. There's been crap ton of liquidity added into some of these stable coin markets. I think the stable coin market is going to be one of the ones that adds so much liquidity, because that is what the traditional finance systems are going to be using and onboarded by the mechanisms of the stable coins. So, and then the chains. So then on these chains that are providing liquid stable coin that then can be injected into whatever modality they're going to be using, that's how this market is going to increase to $100 trillion. It's simple as that. People think that that's not possible, but if you understand the amount of money that is in the money markets in terms of into money supply, in terms of the treasuries that some of these places have, and the amount that is going to be pieces going into Bitcoin. We already see how BlackRock and Michael Saylor, and also just, the broader spectrum of the world buying into Bitcoin. We got El Salvador, we got Argentina. I mean, who else? I mean, there's so many countries that are Bhutan, super bullish countries on Bitcoin. And these are just like pieces, and every single piece is going to be compounding liquidity coming in. You got USDT, you have USDC, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, you got the layer twos, you got Solana. Solana's killing it. I mean, the AI space, the AI coins are going nuts. There's big speculations on these AI coins, and yeah, I guess our job is to, say, hey, I mean, which ones are actually going to be the biggest performers? And you want to be holding the biggest performers. So let's go in and see what AI coins are pumping right now. I know Headband, if you guys are familiar with Headband here, that's been on the channel as a regular watcher. I want to say we can bring him on as a guest. We should bring him on as a guest. That'd be actually pretty cool. But yeah, so we got Render, we got Fetch, or Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, which was Fetch AI, but now it's still FET, and then we have Filecoin, Ejective, like the Akash Network, doing some things. But let's see what's actually going up in the past 24 hours in terms of the AI coins. Now, the one that I want to mention is that it's not necessarily an AI coin, but it is something that is dealing with RWA and implementation of the real world asset network by using, in combination and partnering with Render and Filecoin. I didn't realize that particular one, the coin was kind of involved with all, with those two bullish coins. And so if you're into Render and you're into Filecoin, then you might be into Mantra. So I really actually love the name. Mantra is actually really good name. And so real quick, let's see. We got Cortex, NewNet. Turbo has been doing really well. I think this is like honestly like in terms of sentiment, people really like Turbo. They love the guy's story, about the story of Turbo. This guy was an NFT creator. Like he was pushing that, and then eventually he just went into using ChatGPT and using AI to create this coin. He kind of just like kept changing the prompts. He kept really making this thing like get to every single step of adding into creating the coin, creating the character, creating the smart contract, and all that. And so I remember actually watching the video of him explaining, and just him getting to the point where it's so big that now being almost at a $1 billion market cap. It's just crazy. So past 7 days, 66%, 24 hours up 40%. So if you guys are in Turbo, congratulations. And then we have let's see. Oh yeah, and this is another one that's been doing really good. I was seeing on COINFLARE. was io.net. And that's been up on the past 24 hours, 21%. And let's see, I know there's Neural AI, and that one's up 18%. Casper was actually from the previous cycle. We remember hearing about Casper. And so that's kind of coming up a little bit. And so there's some things to, oh, Cadena too. I remember Cadena from, oh, but then look, you got Delicium, AGI. This is the one that I've kind of been like, okay, this is pretty, low cap compared to some of the other, compared to some of the other AI coins. And we're gonna look at also Griffin, because Griffin actually from Headband was telling us about Griffin at like a $10 million market cap. But we just didn't really like jump on it as fast as we wanted to. But we saw it. We usually, we respect Headband, and we actually, take his calls and his the things that he's looking at with, we like to take it a little bit more seriously now that, okay, hey, he's actually got a pretty damn good track record. So we're going to pull that up really quick. We're going to pull it up really quick because it is an AI project that's been backed by Solana. They've been kind of like connecting the dots and the breadcrumbs of leading people into using this thing. So let's see if we can pull it up real quick. And guys, put a 1 in the chat if everything is sounding good, looking good. I probably typed it wrong. Let's see, Griffin. I don't even know. It should be on here, right? Is it on CoinMarketCap? I don't know. I might be just spelling it wrong. Yeah, we'll pull it up. We'll pull it up in a second. But then, there's things like the DPIN space as well. You guys have known I've been following XYO for forever. And this is one that even at a 3 cents, but before it was just below 1 cent, it was below a cent. You could have gotten XYO at like 0.001 something. Oh, it's kind of going in and out. Okay. Cutting out a bit here and there. Oh, okay. So it's being an ass. All right. Yeah, it's this. Oh man, guys, I'm literally gonna make a video of me breaking this computer. I really am going to do it. When I get home, I'm gonna dump all the stuff that's on here, get it on a hard drive, and I'm gonna snap it in half, and I'm gonna make a video on it. All right, so let's check on the trades. Let's check the trades. We're gonna check the trades and see how they're doing. Okay, yes. Pepe's in profit, baby. All right, so check it out. So we went into what we were talking about, the OM mantra trade. So this thing was just going. I mean, it was just going, and gone. Let's see. Okay, look. This is what's so fascinating about some of these dips. I mean, this thing really did a nice dip to $3. And look at this. Look at this recovery. Really, really nice recovery. I don't like that wick though. That was like a pretty substantial wick right there on the 4 hour. But if you're looking at the daily, you might see bit of a different story here. Maybe possible bearish divergence, but we'll just have to see because the market right now is pumping. So even if we get these candles and get a little bit of sell off, people that were probably down here are obviously taking profits because then you get the pump consolidation. We're sitting, in a, formed basically a bull flag here, and we formed it right here. Broke out, really broke out really nice, but then that was obviously, on the 9th. Just nasty candles for most of the altcoins, got completely smashed. And like I'm gonna do this computer, smash it. I'm gonna freaking smash this thing. All right, so I got in the trade. Probably could have took a little bit of profits right here, but we're just kind of waiting. We're waiting and seeing because this thing is not like, it's new-ish. It's not like brand new, but it's like newish. And so let's pull it up. We're gonna look add it real quick. Oh, mantra. And we just, I love the name. It's just like perfect. Mantra. So if you're a hippie like I was and kind of half am still, all the hippie woo-woo stuff. But yeah, this thing is sitting number 41 in terms of market cap. So it's in the top 50. In the top 50, daily, 12% move. And then if we look at what the coin is actually all about, let's check it out. All right, Emmanuel saying, Daniel, can you please look at Ethereum? Yes, we'll look at Ethereum. We will look at Ethereum as well. All right, so the exchanges this thing is trading on right now, you can trade on Binance, OKX, you can get on BitGet. You can also trade it on COINFLARE. So if you guys want to use my link in the description, you can actually trade it on COINFLARE as well. And let's see. Let's go to about, because I love the name. I like crypto is so interesting because you could have zero product. You could be doing absolutely nothing with it, but besides just having the token. But if it has a good name and it has a good ticker and people want to trade it, that's almost sometimes all the token needs, because this is how our psychology is, especially the crypto traders and these people that have been in the space. They just kind of gravitate towards that stuff. And then the normies also too, it could be somewhat of how they are going to buy something because either it has a good ticker, it has a good name. Even people that were getting into trading with Robinhood back before COVID and also during COVID were buying stocks just for the ticker name alone. I mean, if like the ticker was like weed or something like that, basically the ticker was weed, they're probably gonna buy it. So as dumb as we are sometimes, I mean, that's just kind of how it is. So it's like, you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. You just have to follow the trends and just know like, okay, like this is probably what people are going to buy because even just the name alone. And so with things, something like Pepe, and then also what Pepe actually is, and then the memes. Oh guys, we got to get into Pepe too. We're going to get into Pepe because I'm so bullish on Pepe. I'm so bullish on Pepe. I've just become like a Pepe maxi for memes. Doesn't mean I don't like other memes, but there's something that I feel like is bubbling under the surface with this Pepe movement. Elon Musk has been bull posting basically Pepe memes. He's been bull posting Pepe memes, and it's just been absolutely insane. Headband, you better not come in here and start giving me trouble. I see you. You're gonna give me trouble. You better watch it. And did you even hear me giving you props, or did you just come in right when I start talking about Pepe for you to like tell me it's not going to go to $420 billion market cap? Don't you dare! All right, so basically, if you've been on X, which chart? The Griffin chart. I couldn't find it. Am I spelling it wrong? Is it Griff? Okay, so it's just Griff. Okay, hold on. All right, we'll pull it up. We'll pull it up right now, since we were mentioning about the AI stuff. Okay, Griff. Is it not? Is it? Oh, okay. Oh, that's probably why. Okay, it's just not. Well, I'll go. Okay, it's not listed on. It's not listed on the exchanges right now. Brandon, yes, I did actually. I did. Okay, so we got the liquidity pools here on Radium. Looks like there's this one. I don't know these because this one's 210, this one's 43. So we're gonna have to check that out, see if we can find the right token. Probably have to pull it up on Dex on the Dex screener. I'm afraid to open up any other browser on here because it's just like ridiculous. Next screen there. Let's see if it'll actually work. Is it gonna work? Oh my gosh. And guys, thank you so much for bearing with me. I know sometimes these streams and I'm not using my normal setup are just like not the cleanest, but we will still get through it. All right, so let's see. Let's check this out. Okay. Let's get this chart going. Let's give it just a second. Come on. Okay. All right. So it looks like we have two different market cap liquidity pools on here. These are two different token contracts, both the same. This is testgriffin.com, and this is just Griffin. So headband, which one is it? Well, let's look at this one. Let's look at the market. Well, is it this one? Let's see. Let's check it out. If it'll even load. $212 million market cap. Nice. This thing, yeah, this thing has been running. This thing has been going nuts. Yeah, let's check it out. Is it loading? Come on. There it goes. All right. All right, so let's get back on the screen here. All right, so this thing was just, let's go on the daily. So what this project, from what I'm understanding, does is it has these AI agents. You know, that's kind of like the thing right now, is that people are bullish on these AI coins and the mechanism of them having either bots or agents operating certain transactions, and sometimes having just a full chat prompt that is going to be just facilitating all of these things and all these auxiliaries and throughputs. And it looks like if we can get, let's get this, yeah, there we go. So this thing was just at like 8 cents, and now it's at 21 cents. The liquidity is pretty decent. It's got 4.2 million liquidity. Market cap's going up pretty strong. But if this thing continues to run, I mean, we could obviously see some consolidation. You know, we've got these 3, mega candles right here for the daily. And so I would kind of, take it easy on this one. This was definitely up a lot, especially from the point of where Headband told us about this particular coin. And yeah, it does look good. It does look pretty damn good. But the thing is, guys, is that there's always going to be opportunities. It always is a risk. But if you can get a good risk to reward ratio by having some patience, because the best risk to reward ratio is actually having the patience to be able to get the biggest reward, but then also you have to analyze the risk of getting into some of these things. If it's a successful product and it really does well, and Solana's been posting about it, then yeah, I mean, this thing could run up to 500 mil really quick. It could get a lot of added liquidity. If it gets a bullish exchange listing, the holders are almost at 20,000. There's 17 liquidity providers, which is a lot. It's very interesting. So there is 98% of the supply burned. So it's not like a meme coin where they burned 99% and then the remaining 1% is just, you know, in the circulation. But it looks like they got 98% and they have 17 different liquidity providers, which is interesting. But yeah, this thing is starting to go. So we'll keep an eye on this and we'll make sure we pull it up every now and then to see the progress and see if, hey, you know, if you end up buying it at 214 and get this thing up to a 500, I mean, that's a nice 300% move to the upside in terms of market cap. And yeah, let's look at it on market cap and see if, you know, we get to some of these valuations of these other AI coins that are already at $1 billion market cap or close to $1 billion market cap, then this one still is a pretty good early buy if you are bullish on the overall AI sector, which I think is going to be probably, I mean, it's not a probably, it's just a fact that the top 3 narratives right now are memes, the RWA, and AI. And then I would say obviously the fourth one is crypto gaming. So it's just like those narratives right now are playing out super strong. And so if we can see some movements here with this market cap, and I do apologize for the chart being really slow. So say we get to, you know, nice $5 million market cap, maybe $800 million market cap. Let's see what that measurement would be. And we're going to pull it from here and we're going to go up about so about right in here. So 273% move to the upside. If we end up hitting $1 billion market cap, then that's a really nice return. And so, and also I'm sure there's probably going to be some functionality with this token probably in their test Griffin site where you could probably, you know, implement the token, or the token is being used in some type of way that you could maybe earn more Griffin, or you're using the Griffin as a type of like a staking node or something like that. So we'll have to dive into that a little bit more and see if that is going to be something that we can actually test out. And we're just gonna have to test it out. I mean, it says test Griffin, so we're gonna test it out. But this is just one, but there's going to be tons. I mean, you look at the chart for those particular coins, and they're getting up there. All right, so let's look at right now how the market's doing. We're going to give a little update here. We got Bitcoin sitting at $101,267. We have Ethereum sitting at $3,812. XRP started to pump back up 12%. In terms of the top 10, the thing that's actually pumped the most is Cardano and XRP. So Cardano and XRP have both gone up the most in terms of the top 10. And then we had Tron go down a little bit more than everything else in the top 10 because we had the news of possible investigation into Justin Sun for possible, you know, market manipulation or fraud or, you know, just stuff like that. So I've heard that off and on, and it's never comes out to be anything, or they don't have any, you know, I don't know if they actually have like evidence of any of those claims. A lot of the times I feel like it's FUD. I feel like it's just like, I feel like Justin Sun, if he's really frauding people and scamming people, he would be pulling a Do Kwon. He'd be pulling a ledger in the butt, you know, Do Kwon, you know, escaping the country, fleeing, you know, because basically that was the biggest rug pull in like crypto history. And people people like literally, I don't even want to say it because it's terrible, but just do your research about what actually happened, and that the people that lost money, they didn't do so well. There are some people that did not do so well. It was not good. And so why would Justin Sun be like so involved, so in like going to all these events, like doing all this stuff and speaking at events, going on these channels and basically being in the spotlight, and then for him to then in the back end, doing that. But then as a devil's advocate counter of what I'm saying, SBF, everyone thought SBF was the golden crypto boy, and we got absolutely smashed on that one. And then everyone for Voyager was thinking, oh, they're so compliant, they're so safe, they're just playing nice with the SEC, blah, 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 blah. And you got wrecked because they went bankrupt. And so we have to remember, as much as we can start to date these projects, we want to just trade them and not date them. It's just like the people that started to date Cardano, and instead of trading it, they just started like getting into a long-term relationship with Cardano, and at $3 they were like, I just can't sell it, and they wrote it down all the way back to 40 cents. Classic story of a Cardano holder. But it's just, yeah, you can't really marry these coins. I would say maybe the only one you'd really want to marry is Bitcoin, because it's the ultimate store of value for any type of energy and effort that you are putting into your life and your work and your money that you're earning. Guess what? If you put it into Bitcoin, that's how you're going to beat the system. And so what's actually happening right now, guys, just so you know what's actually happening is the system and these companies, understanding what these companies are doing, like Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, they are realizing that no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they work, no matter how much they build their companies up, they're doomed to fail in terms of the inflation, in terms of actually pulling in revenue, and then that revenue actually losing value if you're going into these things that aren't Bitcoin, essentially. And so there's people that are mad that they didn't do it early enough or figure it out as quick as Michael Saylor did. Michael Saylor definitely took a big chance. He's put billions and billions and billions of dollars into Bitcoin, and the nature of how he was able to do it is so fascinating, because all he's doing is using debt. He's using collateral from his company and his stock, and it's not on his own value, it's for the value of his company. And then by leveraging his stock in his company to get a loan for $1 billion on 0.2 basis points, or is almost 0 basis points of an interest, why would you're telling me that you wouldn't do that? Knowing that if you don't, that your money is being debased by the monetary inflation. So Michael Saylor explains this in For the Love of Bitcoin, or it was God Bless Bitcoin. It's the documentary of Bitcoin. I think it's Bitcoin. What is it? It's one of the Bitcoin channels. It's not Bitcoin Magazine, but it's one of the Bitcoin documentaries where Michael Saylor basically explains. He's like, what you have inflation that is like almost a natural inflation, where you have a disaster, or you have something where there's like a product shortage or something like that. So then naturally the prices of things will inflate, because it's like, okay, something's happening with the chickens, something's happening with the cows, or something's happening with this. So then that thing is going to naturally go up. But what we have now, what is happening is monetary inflation, which is the government very irresponsible with the way that they're handling the money. And with the money being the Federal Reserve notes that the federal government and the Federal Reserve are printing like crazy, this is what is actually inflating everything and bringing us down a path of destruction. And ultimately, where we are the ones that have to pay for it. It's not like they create the problem, provide a solution that we have to pay for. And so once you understand that concept, you're gonna get pissed and you're gonna be like, wow, I've been used as a freaking pawn my entire life. Since the moment you were born, you were given the debt of the US government and the federal government. Do you understand this? The moment you're born, you are given a debt. The average debt for the American citizen right now is over $200,000. We have a deficit that is $37 trillion. And guess who gets to pay for it? You sorry suckers, me. And if we don't exit out of this freaking system, we're doomed. So I think if I was a betting man, then I'd be betting on Bitcoin to be that exit strategy. Because at a point, what are you gonna off ramp it? What are you gonna off ramp to? You gonna off ramp to freaking fiat currency? No thanks. I don't want it. Because the more we keep participating in this system, you will be the front row in the chessboard instead of being the back row, instead of being the rook, instead of being the knight. The pieces in that chessboard that can actually move side, left, right, up, across the board, not just one movement, one move, and then you're freaking done. That's how they treat us, and I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. And I know you are too. But what you have to do is take action. You have to take a plan. What is the plan? Okay, so you make a bunch of money. You got $1 million. You got $2 million. Oh, maybe your business has done so well. But are you going to invest it? Well, if you invest in the stock market, we know that now, if you're not either investing in what is the top, stocks and narratives in the stock market, you might get 10%, you might get 10, 15% a year, maybe 20%. And if you're not selling, and then you're also getting capital gains tax from those stocks in the stock market. And then you have the debasement of the currency, which is going to be 30% in the year. I mean, come on. This is how they get you. This is how they get you. And so what are you going to do? What are you going to put your money into? How are you going to protect yourself? How are you going to protect yourself in the next 10 years? Not the next year, not the next 2 years. I'm talking the next 10, 15, 20 years. This is what you have to start thinking about. You gotta be zooming out. You gotta be zooming out long term. You gotta make action today for the next 10 years. And so what you have to do is you have to study. You have to learn this stuff. You need to learn that the money is not real. It is not real. And what actually even makes it, what's so funny about Bitcoin is that all of the money that's going into Bitcoin is from fiat. Okay? All the money that's going into Bitcoin is fiat. It's not real. But what is making it actually give it value is it going into a system that can then turn it into real liquidity with the energy of the miners mining the freaking transactions on the network with a limited supply. These countries I think they know this. And it's not like everyone can just buy all at once, because they can't. There's not enough OTC Bitcoin, and there's not enough Bitcoin on exchanges for that to actually happen. So the moment that these institutions and these countries really start to pull the trigger and start to flood the liquidity in there, that's how this coin, Bitcoin, starts to freaking fly to $1 million. Now, at the Bitcoin conference in Abu Dhabi, we have some content, little clips and reels that we're gonna edit together that we haven't got a chance to put up yet. I don't even know if we'll be able to do it on this computer, to be honest. But we'll be able to, hopefully when we get home, we'll be able to kind of collect everything and make maybe like a total big video for the whole trip, because we still have some days left. It is Thursday now, and then we have today, and we also have tomorrow, and then we'll be heading back to the States and during the weekend. So we still got a couple things to accomplish while we're here. But yeah, so at the Bitcoin conference, Eric Trump gave his bullish prediction that he's like, look, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million per coin. And, and the modality that it's going to be able to do that is through the strategic Bitcoin reserve proposals that is being proposed by Trump, that on day one, he's going to start implementing that strategic reserve. And what it entails is that they're going to be buying over, I think it's, I can't remember the exact number, but it's a lot of Bitcoin over a span of the next 4 years. And the Senate, Congress, the people that are making the legislation that is going to actually make this happen, Senator Loomis is one of them. And then off the top of my head, I can't think. That's just the lady that was, just the most bullish. She was actually at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. And then also, obviously, Trump was at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville and really got people super bullish. Trump is really liking right now being the reason that Bitcoin is pumping. And I think it's hilarious because we know Trump. I mean, obviously he has an ego. He definitely likes the attention of people saying like, thank you so much for blah, 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 but I really think that ultimately he likes the idea that he, along with other people and his team, are going to get the recognition for creating the biggest revolution in American history for our wealth and for our future, for the survival of our state, of our nation, because it's gone so downhill that people are so brain dead and brainwashed to actually what's happening because they're so distracted with all these social issues and LGBTQ and then the Luigi thing. Guess what? Fake. So fake. You telling me that kid just disappears like that with all those credentials and all of a sudden in the same damn outfit, the gun on him. If someone does a hit on someone and then come on, use your head, use your damn head, because this shit's fake. It's just like when they had the news all over the place for that submarine that imploded. They had that story running for weeks and weeks and weeks. You know what? It's a big damn distraction, because you know what? Guess what? P. Diddy got acquitted. Oh, P. Diddy, he got acquitted. And I guarantee you, a lot of these freaking people that have committed these heinous crimes are all going to fucking jail, and they're scared. And guess what? The mainstream media is the one that pushes all of these stories, the narrative, tries to program and manipulate you to make you think that the reality that you're watching is what it is, but it really isn't. So pay attention. Pay attention how this system is manipulating the shit out of you, to the point that they're going to make you think that you're living in a reality that's true, and it is absolutely false. There's been a matrix layer by the oligarch system of connections of all these just terrible, terrible institutions that have been able to infiltrate the United States. And when I use the example from the I don't know if it was the beginning of this stream or whenever we started the stream that I was going to break my computer in half live on camera. You know, experiencing Dubai, experiencing Prague. I, in just the past couple of months, have went to 2 of the best cities in the world: Czech Republic, Prague, and Dubai. And the big difference, and the most important thing that I realized and had a culture shock is that America used to be free. It used to be actually free in the land of milk and honey, and to prosper and to have a business and to have the opportunity to come from zero to hero. That's the American dream, okay? But when you are basically, and when you have a system that's set up for you to fail and for you to be siphoned, to be taxed, to be manipulated, all of this stuff, what do you think is doing this? Like I said before, if you understand, go research Operation Paperclip. Go research Operation Paperclip. If you don't know about it, oh my God, it'll piss you off. Because guess what? You know where all those Nazi scientists and all those Nazi people that should have been tried for the Nuremberg trials? The Nuremberg trials, where all those heinous crimes were committed during World War II and for the Nazi Party. Guess who got all those people? Guess where they went? They came to America. Werner von Braun, all of these freaking dudes, all of these people that were testing on kids, doing the most heinous, destructive things to the human condition and the people and the mind space, and the reality was so heinous that it put a scar on our existence. And guess where those people went? To the fucking United States. Excuse my language, but it makes me so damn mad, because if that didn't happen, did not have those people coming to the United States doing what they're doing right now, poisoning us, manipulating us, making us think that they actually don't exist, and that it's all our fault that this is happening. Oh, we don't work hard enough. It's absolutely insane. So what I'm trying to make, the point I'm trying to make here is that our cities are being burned to the ground right now. Our cities, our local cities and our big cities in America are trash compared to cities like Prague and cities like Dubai. I didn't see a single fucking homeless person in Prague. I didn't see a single homeless person the entire time I've been here in Dubai. Everyone seems like they have a damn job. I don't see bonfires happening outside. I don't see people like freaking fentanyl zombies like going like this on the side of the street. This is what they want us to be like. They want us to be drug-induced freaking zombies. And so the only way that this is going to change is we get these freaking people out. They got to go. They're done. And so use the modalities that have the good energy, like Bitcoin, like crypto, like creating your own business, like learning about the monetary system, learn about the money, learn about what the America and what the Democrats and what these oligarchs and what these people that are not American at all. None of the stuff that's happening right now in America is American. It is not American values, and we don't stand for it. So it's time to make a damn change, because we're fed up, dude. Damn near fed up. And obviously the red wave shows it. I spoke to 7 different Pakistani people Love Pakistani, by the way. Pakistani, shout out to Pakistan, and shout out to all the Pakistanis. Awesome, awesome people. I don't know if you guys have ever met a Pakistani, but they're so nice, very family oriented, and they understand. They asked me, all of them asked, did you vote for Trump? And I said 100% I voted for Trump. And then they said, oh, 1,000% we support Trump. And I asked him, I was like, well, so why? And he said, well, he's a straight guy. He cares about people. He actually wants these countries to not be war and not be fighting each other. And we also, he said that with how the money has been sent over to Ukraine, Israel, all of the places in the world, why do you think America's shit right now? Why do you think all this stuff is happening the way that it's happening and we don't have any money left? Where do you think that $37 trillion deficit all went? It went to other countries. It went to other countries. Do you understand what is happening right now? We should be in the freaking streets. We should be in the streets howling for these people to be thrown out and thrown in jail and extradited out of our country because they gotta go. Give me just a second, guys. Yeah, you guys are getting the full rant. Give me just a second. I'm actually in the hotel in one of the meeting rooms, and I was waiting. I was like, someone's probably going to end up opening this door. Hold on just a second, guys. No, you're fine. I'm just in here running my mouth. I told the hotel guy, he's. I was like, I'm just in here running my mouth. Don't mind me. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. If you want to come and say hi to the people on here. Oh man. I thought he was coming in here to be like, bro, you fucking loud as shit. Can you calm down? Oh my gosh. Oh man. So yeah, it's oh my god, I've been posting about this stuff and all the manipulation for a long time. I mean, if you were to look at my like Facebook and all my stuff, like way back in the day, I've been oh my gosh, I went down the rabbit hole. I went way down the rabbit hole, and I mean, really, it's only gotten worse. It's really only gotten worse. So I think that the reason why I gravitated towards cryptocurrency so strongly and why it gave me this feeling of like, wow, there is something that we can go to free ourselves from the shackles of this terrible system that we're in. It's terrible. I mean, I think that's why some of these countries have looked at America just like, guys, what do you do? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're letting these people, like, what? Like, you don't care about your people? Like, and that's the thing, like, it's so bad. It's so bad. It really is. Like, when you go to other places and you just like, you see how it's operating, you're like, and like I said, it's not always 100% perfect, but man, they're working, they're like, you know, here in Dubai, I mean, even my wife said it, she's like, wow, I feel like a vibe here that makes sense. I mean, so many different cultures all together, all kind of just operating, all knowing that, like, look, we gotta work together. We can't fight with each other. And so America, over the past 12 of the only time of the past 15 years or 12 years or 12 or 15 years, only four of those years we had Republican power with Trump. All the other shit that was happening was Obama control for 8 years and then Biden. And what happened all during that time? Do you remember that we were literally about to go to war with Iran during Obama's administration? And we as a people said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you remember that? That these people want destruction. They want absolute turmoil. And they're playing the long game. They're playing the damn long game. I know, Headband's laughing. He's like, bro, chill out. He's like, chill out, bro. Go get a beer. And guess what, guys? I am going to. I'm going to the Fisherman's Hub. If you're in Dubai, no, I'm actually not going to tell you where I'm going, because if you're in Dubai and you're like, I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm gonna find you. No, but I am on vacation. No, I'm not on vacation. This is a vacation. I'm here for work. This is what I do. I'm in crypto, so I'm in Dubai because there's 2 events that I wanted to go to. So I've definitely done some vacationing. So today was a family day. So basically, when I first got here in Dubai, the first 2 days I went straight to Abu Dhabi. So then my family, my wife and my daughter, they got to just kind of explore the city by themselves. And that's the thing. Guys, here's the thing. My wife and child were able to go through the city by themselves and feel absolutely safe, 100% safe, and so much respect. My wife said when they were going around, like, she rented a stroller. So my daughter, she's 5, you know, but she didn't want to walk too far, you know, like, she just pop her in a stroller. And there were so many people like, oh, let me help you, ma'am. Like, oh, let me help you. Like, or, oh, you know, just like making sure that, like, she was taken care of the whole time. Oh my God, I would not in a million freaking years let my wife and daughter walk alone in one of our American cities. Absolutely not. You freaking crazy? No. I was like, I would never. Like, New York, you'd be going down the street and all of a sudden freaking Black Lives Matter's coming with burning buildings over a degenerate who's harassing people and gets dealt with. And then now Black Lives Matter is going to be like, we're burning the city down. It's like freaking George Floyd all over again. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. Like, there's got to just be a no BS in the United States where these movements and all these people, it's just like, no. Cut it. You want to burn our cities? You get the hell out. You want to start burning they're our cities at that point, because you don't respect it. You don't respect our land. You don't respect what we have. It's a freaking atrocious. It's ridiculous. That's just one example. I know I'm putting BLM on blast, but it's so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Anyone who supports that movement, ridiculous. It's so dumb. Smart people don't support that movement. Like, come on, get your head together. Like, if you think that's a thing, please get your head together. Don't want to make you feel bad, but literally get your head together. You want to support a movement that when drug addicts basically harass people, then they're going to burn the city down. We're going to burn it down. Literally, people are having to board up their businesses. Cities are still having to deal with the aftermath of what happened years ago. And then not even to go off of it, COVID. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the only movement you should support is Bitcoin. That should be the only movement you actually support. And maybe the movement for people going toward closer to Jesus Christ. Because that I've been seeing as a big thing. Big thing. Right now, people are starting to realize, wow, our some parts of our existence are being controlled by very evil, maniacal, malevolent forces that have had their like claws in us for way too long. Yeah, guys, don't get me talking about this stuff. I can go for days. I can go for days on this stuff because at this point, it's undeniable. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. That term was created to make you not investigate further. They say, no, you listen to what we say. We're the fact checkers. We build a narrative, but guess what? No, we're the media now. Yeah, that's what that term is coming from. The whole "we are the media now." It means that the people, we're the ones that actually see reality for what it is. You're not going to change it. You're not going to try and manipulate the narrative. You're not going to try and change the story so then it gets rippled out into a mass psyop of people not understanding that there's more, always more to the story if you're up for the challenge, because it is a challenge. They don't make it easy. You don't there's unlimited amounts of money that are being put into making you believe something that's not true. Why do you think Elon is pushing for free speech and less censorship and more and less government oversight and doing Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency? This is hopefully the healing cleanse that our government, specifically in the United States, you guys got to realize anything that's happening in the United States and it gets cooed and manipulated, it affects the rest of the world. Because obviously, when you have a Federal Reserve that's limited money, and the Congress that's controlled by the Democrats, who are really not Democrats, they're just puppets, an ultimately bigger sinister plan of control. Yeah. Yeah, thank God for community notes. See, that's the real fact checking, because it's actually the community that are noting things that are actually not true. And then we finally get to a point where we can access the truth, because the truth shall set you free. And with that, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I think I'm going to just end it right now, because the truth set you free. All right, I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be posting some videos. I'm gonna go live again, and we are going to give you guys some little insights into what the that we're gonna be going to. Well, I would say tomorrow, but it is now today. So, all right, make sure you guys are smashing up the like button before you leave. Make sure you share this stream because a lot of the stuff that I talked about, you'd be surprised, but a lot of people realize that this is what's happening right now. And it all spans from the decisions that were made actually a long time ago. And this is why you have to understand, these people that are making these plans are having 100 to 200 to 300 to 500 year plans. Do you understand this? That's what they do. That's what they do. You don't think this is a long game for them? It's time for you to start thinking about the long game as well, if you want to survive. All right, guys. I'll see you later.